Okay, I believe we are live now, or close enough to live. Because my keyboard is up there, I cannot, I could not type title for this broadcast, because, so it's just called my broadcast. Exactly on time though. I don't know if you can hear me. Also, the image quality is not great. Oh, someone's liked it already. Crazy. Okay, sketchbook stuff. You saw on my Instagram my timetable. I am going to be designing some of the doodads. What am I fucking talking about? Some of the components. The power pack and the headpiece in more detail. So I'm going to get up on my iPad the existing doodads. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. Here, I've got my stream here, but I've also got, you can't fucking see it, and I don't want to mess up the doodad, but I've got the, okay, I'll show you. I've got the sketches up here, but I'm not going to have that on display. I'm going to have that under, well, towards myself. And if anyone wants to comment whether or not they can hear me, which I'm not going to say in sign language because I don't know sign language, that would be appreciated. Yeah. Okay. So, and then the pens I've got is, I found these in a rush, so they're not ideal. But before we start, here's what actually this is in backwards order. Here is my first, actually these aren't my first sketches. My first sketches are on my iPad. But here is my first sketchbook sketches. I was very drunk at this point. Oh my god, it's corn. Yeah. And then these are less drunk. I was thinking, an idea that I really liked was having extremely tall helmets, and I might incorporate that into something. But what I wanted was I wanted to create something that is barely human. Arguably the Astartes aren't human in the first place. Shit. Can you actually see this at all? Can you actually see this in any amount of detail? Because I'm really zoomed in here. I'm sorry, but you're going to get a very low fidelity stream. Very low fidelity dibbly dab. And there's not very much I can do to help that, because I set this up in a rush. Let me remind myself, how long have I got? I have got 1 hour until 3 o'clock. Yeah, okay, let's go. Okay, we're going to skip through those pages because they're covered in blood, and I'm not sure if that's okay for YouTube. So we have, yes, difficult to get started. We have the faceplate, and then these big eyes, and then the tubes. Oh shit, you can see some of my head. And then the skull is gonna go around about here. See, I can't look up and I can't look up to check the thing and look down to see if my head's in the thing. So I don't know if my head's in the thing when I'm looking down. Shit, man. I've clicked off my doodad. That might become a problem. So in this area, I'm thinking, what does a skull look like? Kind of like that. There's going to be the skull of the Astartes, and that may or may not be covered up. So in terms of the pieces that it's going to be made out of, I'm thinking this might be an excessive amount of pieces. This is one piece. Oh my god, it's a One Piece reference. And then that's the torso. And these are the wires. And then that's another piece. So you can switch out faceplate dependent on like what you want that to look like. But this piece, the purple piece, and I know those colours show up well here, and the third piece of the head, which I'm going to do in blue or pink? Blue, is the tubes. And I want these, and because both the purple and the blue piece are dependent on the position of the skull, these two things will need to be paired together. Actually, I don't know if these can be 3D printed together, or you can 3D print it in one piece. because I designed this model under the assumption that it would be the same kind of constraints, design constraints as injection molding as you see in Games Workshop minis. But I think I need to do some more research about this. But the doodad, what the fuck am I talking about? The 3D printed models don't have those same constraints. So I might actually be able to do this and that in the same piece, but I want the face piece to be definitely separate. So that you can switch it out. But if they are two separate pieces, then you will need to have them exclusively compatible with each other. So maybe have, like, at the linkages, I don't have a rubber. I did bring a fucking rubber. At the linkages, have kind of recesses and slots. Like this. And have them different shapes so that you don't put the wrong parts together, which is something I don't think I've ever seen in Games Workshop. Not that these models have anything to do with Games Workshop. I know why I keep talking about Games Workshop, completely unrelated franchise. And yeah, but there's probably a reason they don't do that, because it's a bit janky, probably. These models are going to be a bit janky. That's a given. Okay. So I need to refine the design of this. And I also need to refine the design of the back piece, the power pack. So let's draw the back of the torso here. Can you tell I'm self-taught? There. So an idea that I really like is having this tube shit, this isn't, I need a broader pen, but I don't have one. I'm going to work with what I got. You got to work with what you got, you know? I am somewhat stubbornly resourceful. I'd much rather make something than buy something. I'd much rather steal something. I shouldn't admit to crimes on the internet, perhaps. For legal reasons, that's a joke. So, here is the blue piece from here. I like the idea of this pipe traveling through this kind of tube and onto the power pack. So, well, beautiful question mark there. Let's procrastinate a bit by doing some stuff. One idea that I like that's kind of slightly in theme of the kind of spacesuit, diving suit, kind of antique diving suit-esque vibe is kind of rocket thruster looking things. Sorry, I just need to colour this in. Oh fuck, that was awful. I'll do that later. Yeah, rocket thruster looking as things. So, something like this. You can see that, right? Well, you can see it in very low definition. Because canonically, part of the purpose of the power pack in a franchise that I am somewhat inspired by for this, but am very legally distinct from, is, I'm not going to name this franchise because none of you probably would have heard of it because it's very, very obscure. So this is the power pack in this franchise. Something like that. Well, this is one of the designs. I know I'm going for the Mark 10 because it's nowhere near my favourite. Chat, non-existent chat, what is your favourite mark of power armor, Astartes power armor from this franchise, which we shall not ever name? So, what these things are stabilizers. So they actually, I believe, kind of thrust out force, some sort of energy, whether a force field or whether that's just a conventional thruster, I don't know. And I imagine they probably rotate. Oh, that's my headcanon. You don't see that in the models, but it would be interesting to see like an animation or something where these power packs kind of shift, where these thrusters like shift around and and actually visibly aid in the movement of the marine. So that's what these, I think, are going to do. Another idea that I think looks very pretty is kind of like for these things, kind of inspired by retro. Not inspired by anything, definitely. Just completely original. This sort of shape that I've designed. Earlier. Kind of the same shape language as the shoulder pad, the pauldrons. Like the pauldrons would go a bit, well, they'd go over, but imagine like they're okay. We've got this piece on top, and then we've got the faceplate, or just one variant of the faceplate. That's completely and utterly whack scale, but you get the idea. And maybe have a cable hanging down here. This is kind of inspired by like retro. I don't know what mark it was, but like retro chaos sorcerers. I actually, well, my brother got a, sorry, plugging in my iPad, my brother got a made-to-order metal cast Chaos Sorcerer Retro, which I think is really cool. He never painted it. Actually, he got two. Yeah, I just really like these like cables going along the thing. Okay. So I'm just looking at the designs I have on my iPad. Yeah. And I'm thinking, do I like this enough? Wait, I'll show you the sketch I have up on my iPad. That. Do I like that enough? And I think it would be easier to edit it, to design it on my iPad than on this sketchbook, but let's try it anyway. So we've got this we've got the do that. What if instead of this, we do that? Flat edge. That kind of looks more spaceman, I think. Oh, and maybe we have ribbing. I know what you call it, corrugated connection or something. Get connected for free. How about this? How does this feel? Put that one like that. And then that loops under. And we can have something coming out like that maybe. And something like that. Maybe that's coming inward towards the center. And maybe that's curving away from and slotting in the side. And then we have something up here. Maybe we could continue this up here. I just realised that's all vertically aligned. Maybe it should be vertically aligned. The back piece is tilted. Maybe there could be a tilt between those two things, but then why is the back piece tilted? Guys, why is the back piece tilted? Actually, the thing to think of is, what is in here? Could this be a container instead of a thruster? But then where do these... Maybe I do want these iconic kind of looking... I really do like those. I want those actually. I can have them coming out. Yeah, somewhere here where I can't draw that over this right now. Well, you know what I like? Just ports. Big chunky ports. Oh, and that. Maybe some of these ports randomly just have shit coming out of them. Would that be really, that would probably be really awkward for printing. Maybe you could like use them for mounting like, I don't know, things on top of like big guns and shield generators or something. something that I like the idea of in terms of rules is is a bit like there's certain plasma weaponry in a certain unspecified franchise has like a overheating option. What if you have that in the armor? If you can activate like these technological perks of the armor, and then that, but it puts the wearer in danger. So it's kind of like experimental tech, which is what this faction is kind of about. This new kind of newly arisen space warriors. Well, it's mad science is what it is. That's completely out of scale, but I like that, I think. If we think about how it fits on like the silhouette of, or like the profile of the doodad, I feel like a D wouldn't hit quite as hard as a D. So maybe we have it more like that. Yeah. Let's see how this looks. Actually, I have calligraphy pens. Most of them are smashed up because I tried to, and actually succeeded in making one of them into a tattoo pen, because it can hold ink, and you can just, you don't need to dip the ink, stick and poke. Oh yeah, that's why I got this, which is, again, I have no idea what grimdark sci-fi franchise that pertains to. But yeah, I mean it's a bit shite, but it has character. Might work on it a bit more. Yeah. And I'm working on a for legal reasons, Burgle, god of disease, great uncle Burgle. yeah, the mark of burgle, further up my forearm. How does that look? Is that utterly crap? Also, is it over-engineered? I mean, not over-engineered, but over-detailed. Because I am worried that what I'm doing is over-detailed. Like there's a lot of rivers. Isn't that like an Irish kind of phrase? Not phrase, but like mannerism. A lot. There's a lot of rivers. So there are. I'm gonna stop doing an Irish accent now. It looks good. For this guys, you know, it'd be like that. Hey, who watches Lemmy's show? What that is? Why the fuck did I just draw that? It's an egg, I guess. It's a greeble. Oh, love the bit of the greeble. Don't love greebling. For modelling greebles is a pain in the arse. Anyone who doesn't know what a greeble is, have fun being a loser, I guess. I've got to like, I don't know if what's the time? The time is, fucking hell, I can't see the time. Time is, why can I not see the fucking time, eh? 36 minutes past. There's no way I'm gonna come up with a finished, usable reference for the backpack and head, or either of them, to be honest. Because beyond just drawing them out, I have to create this like highly kind of crisp, very precise orthographic view, which I have to do on my iPad. So I might be able to get the thing that I'm going to photograph and then draw over on my iPad, but yeah, so I won't then probably be working on. I really was quite over-ambitious with my goals today, but I might be able to get a lot of it done off stream if I can be bothered. But two watching, fun times. Again, let me reiterate, I do not know. I cannot trust the view counter at all. It's a complete wild card. But I know we're designing the backpack kinda thing. Different design iterations and diagrams. Using very sub-ideal equipment. drawing supplies. I got like these weird ass colours. I'm trying to get out my calligraphy stuff or my fountain doodads. They are in here. Okay, this one seems fine. I haven't ruined this one. This one is probably better for what I want to do. I will be actually good. That's salvageable. You can't see it because shitty camera, but possibly salvageable. There's still a needle stuck in there. I need to get the old pliers out. I know I can bend the old pliers. And fix this up a wee bit. Oh shit, is it rotate? God damn. Very, very riveting footage here. Okay, we're just gonna see how this works. Here is my makeshift tattoo pen with this. You can push this to make ink come through, and yes, I know it's gnarly as fuck and probably not very safe, but did I ask? Because I don't recall asking. Here I've been practicing. What? Nice enough, right? Just a demonstration. Cock. There we go. So look, yeah. Maybe need to push it down. But okay, it's not flowing very well now, but before you could just like go like that, just leave marks We'll leave dots. Anyway, enough of that. We need to get some ink going. This ink, not tattoo ink, but good for tattoos, it seems. It's a fucking time. I've got less than 20 minutes left, so this is a bit of a not very successful stream. But we had fun. I had fun. Yeah. So, we're gonna get out and put the fucking lid on that. Gonna try to use our fountain pen. Where is it? Ooh, where the fuck did it go? There. No? Yeah. This might be broken. Okay, that works. That works. Nice. Actually, I'll probably go without the cap for the sake of being able to push down the ink. Okay. Okay, that's really fucking scratchy. Oh, I'm not good at this. Okay. This is probably better for our setup because you can't see very clearly the camera. So, well, that takes some getting used to, especially since it's a crap, broken ass piece of shit. Okay. That is one design. What I need actually in more in what I'm in the model is probably like, what do you call them? Like, not creases, recesses, divots, like kind of just recessed lines and stuff to break up paneling. So that's a big thing in another franchise that we're not going to name. That's kind of looking, I think, too high tech to kind of I don't know, you could draw any parallel, Destiny, Subnautica. I can't think what this like specifically looks like. Kind of like Doom Eternal. Star Wars maybe, but not exactly the look I'm going for. Like this curve here is a wee bit kind of sleek for my liking. How about, but this is looking quite kind of cable-y, quite industrial. I like that. Yeah, looking at that from a distance, I like it, and I prefer it probably to this, to these thrusters. Now I think we need to sort out what's going on here and add in these. So what we can do now is a kind of side, no, this is the side profile. This is, shut up, it's whatever I want it to be. So do we want this tank type thing to be wider or thinner than the actual doodad? Actually, you know what would work? If we take this design with the kind of pointy, outwards angled shape kind of language, and we just place this upper section on this lower section that we already like. So what if we do like have a plate like that? And this is from the back, looks something like this. And then have like a kind of rectangular looking conduit, not actually like with kind of that type profile, if that makes any sense, if that's even visible on the screen, rather than like that kind of profile. And then we can have these connectors sticking out actually downwards and then looping back up. Maybe that would be interesting. That's certainly unique. I don't think that's been, I've seen anything like that in the sources, let's say the sources I was inspired by. But all this took a very long time to design and everything. Like I was working like an hour or two a day, like in the holidays, for like 2 weeks or something. And I came up with essentially this one sketch. Well, it's not a sketch, it's one, fucking hell, reference image. Put some rivets along that. Yeah, that's looking nicely mechanical. And maybe we can have this edge looking a bit more like that. Or have, so this part here curves inwards, but then we have a part that follows this line. Again, if that makes any sense. Of course, we're going to, what's the time? Oh, it's nearly the end of the stream. Maybe we could go on a bit longer. But maybe, I don't know. I'll at least. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. At least line this out, if that's a phrase word that is in English. The thing that I struggle to draw is with this bit that's like curved like that. Is the rivets become closer together as you approach that kind of horizontal angle. Oh, I like that. That's a nice curve. Oh, I like where this is going. Shit, I'm smudging over. Note to self, left to right when you're working with ink like this. A lot of this is just like drawing out random shit and saying like, yeah, I like that shape. And then just after you've like, then just like staring at your work for like an hour on end. And like thinking about it when you're out with your friends. This is looking sexy. This is the vibe that I want. So, like we did manage to achieve something. We've got even not what we're going to like go forward with, something that is along the right lines. And I'm really pleased that I did do the inking for this. Rather than just, well, I would have done it eventually. But I'm in the zone right now. And when you have ADHD, when you're in the zone, you need to stay in the fucking zone. Not sure about this sticky outy, this cable. Actually, what I like is that kind of language, that kind of silhouette. Because we've got it here, we've got it up here as well. So I like the idea of that, following that line. And yeah, okay, we got somewhere. Here's what we got done in the past hour, approximately. This, it doesn't look like much, but yeah. Yeah. Also, I've been explaining myself. I put some of like the ideas in my head onto the internet, which is always a good thing, because this is a college project, my foundation course, final major project. It also just happens to also be like a passion project, that's a good way of getting stuff done. Try to find a way to, this is really easy in like art, because in like art courses, because the prompts, the projects are so broad that you can essentially get anything that you want to do, make it into, find a way to justify that fitting into what you've been asked to do. I mean, not so much in GCSE, to be honest. Depends on your like school. I didn't do GCSE art in my school, so a lot of what I produced was more kind of self-guided than a lot of my classmates in secondary. Yeah. Disadvantage, I didn't really have anyone to talk to about art. But yeah, I'm gonna have a break now. Gonna eat some of my pita bread. Really fucking cheap, man. Look at that shit. Don't know if that's upside down. But yeah. See ya. I'm at end stream now.